Okay, so we are going to start the respiration. Okay, respiration. So what is respiration? Basically, it is the gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange in order to produce energy. In order to produce energy in individual cell. Okay, that is nothing but the respiration. Okay, so now today we are going to go. Today we are going to understand. When we are going to understand about the respiration through your notes. Okay, so the respiration. What is respiration means? It is a metabolic process in which the living cell of an organism obtain energy. Okay, energy which is in the form of ATP. It is adenosine triphosphate by taking in oxygen and liberating carbon dioxide. Okay, during the process, oxygen is used and carbon dioxide is being released. Okay, from the oxidation of the complex organic substance, we called it, what we called it, glucose. Okay, that process is called as respiration. Okay, we have already gone through in previous lecture about the definition of respiration. Okay, now we will cover now the introduction part. So respiration is the metabolic process, and we have understood in last lecture about the metabolic process. What is metabolic process? It is nothing but the absorption of nutrients, oxygen, and by using that, energy is going to produce in our cell in order to produce energy for performing different function within the cell. That process is called as metabolic process. That occurs in all organism. That metabolic process takes place or occurs in all the organism, because all organism, they require energy in order to sustain life. Okay, that's why the respiration is takes place in all organism. Is it or not? Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Now, it is the biochemical process. See, we have already understood about what is biochemical. Those chemical processes, they are responsible, okay, or that takes place or carried out in living organism to sustain life. Such chemical processes are called as biochemical processes. Okay, or we can say the chemical processes which are responsible to have life are called as biochemical processes. Okay, that occurs within the cell of the organism. Okay, that processes take place in the cell only. We already understood in previous video that glycolysis takes place in cytoplasm, and then after glycolysis, pyruvic acid form, and that pyruvic acid then convert into acetyl enzyme A, which enters into the mitochondria. But mitochondria, which is again the part of cell, that means all the processes, they are taking place inside the cell of living organism, whether they are plant, whether they are animal, or whether they are microscopic organism. Okay, all unicellular to multicellular organism perform respiration in order to produce energy. Okay, in this process, energy is released, which is in the form of ATP. What is ATP? It is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, is produced by the breakdown of glucose. See, glucose is breakdown there. We already understood in previous lecture about glucose. When breakdown to form pyruvic acid. Okay, which is further used by the cell to perform various function, and complete oxidation of glucose gives about 38 ATP energy, which is used for functioning the different function within the cell and ultimately within the body. Okay, this is the very important process which, by which we are, okay, surviving in the competent atmosphere. Okay, next, living every living species, okay, from single cellular organism Okay, like we have amoeba, we have paramecium, we have cholera, we have bacteria, we have many unicellular organism. Unicellular organism, there are also two types, prokaryotes and eukaryotes, but we are discussing about the single celled organism. Okay, like we have amoeba, we have paramecium, we have euglena, we have bacteria. Okay, all we have cholera. All these are nothing but the unicellular organism, means they are formed by the single cell only. From there to the multicellular organisms like human being and the whale fish. Okay, to the banyan tree. Okay, all organism, whether they are plant or animal or microorganism, they all perform respiration in order to produce energy, and that energy is going to perform other various functions that takes place within the cell and within the body. Okay beta, this is all about the introduction part of the respiration. Have you understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
If any doubt, you can ask the question for that part. Then we are going to understand the next part. Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so take a screenshot for respiration and introduction. Then we are moving. I'm going to scroll it down now. Just take a screenshot, everyone. And you have to make your handwritten notes also, for that. Because one time reading, one time writing is equals to 3 time reading. If you will write one time, which is equals to 3 time reading. I will just came. Okay, done. Have you taken screenshot, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are going to understand about what meaning of respiration. What is respiration means? So respiration broadly means the exchange of gases. See, we have here the term that we have already been used, which is nothing but the exchange of gases. Atmosphere to the lungs and lungs to the every individual cell, and from cell to the blood in order to provide or in order to gases exchange. Cell and blood capillaries, they help very important role, they plays very important role in cellular gaseous exchange, that we called cellular respiration. Animal and plant have different mean of exchange of gases. Okay, because animal require more energy as compared to the plant. Okay, so on the basis of requirement of energy and on the basis of the habit, like animals are heterotrophs, whereas plants are autotrophs. So during the photosynthesis process, plant itself produces carbon dioxide. Okay, and that carbon dioxide which is used by the plant in photosynthesis process. Okay, and during the process they releases oxygen gas. Okay, some part of the oxygen which is used by the plant, but rest of the oxygen they release into the atmosphere through the stomata. Okay, so the energy requirement of animal and plant is very different, is like quite different, because animal require more amount of energy as compared to plant, because plant are stationary. So in order to move, animal require more energy. Okay, that's how they have different mean of gaseous exchange.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
sir, take Akhil, that why is that pending, sir? We should take him, sir.
No, sir. No, Akhil. Oh, sorry. Who's
Akhil,
there?
sir. Akhil.
Akhil. No, not. He is not in waiting room, no.
He
Nobody
has
is in
sent
waiting
request,
room.
sir.
He has sent request on WhatsApp.
No, sir, no doubt.
Yes. Okay. So let's discuss the one more time that last part, which is cellular respiration may take place in presence or absence of oxygen. If it takes place in presence of oxygen, then it is called as aerobic respiration. Okay. If respiration or like oxidation of glucose takes place in absence of oxygen, then it is called as anaerobic respiration. Okay, so here we have the process which takes place in our cell, like glucose. Okay, which get reacts with oxygen. Okay, glucose when reacts with oxygen produces energy which is in the form of ATP. It is adenosine triphosphate and the byproduct, or we can say the waste product, carbon dioxide, which is being formed, and water, then they are releases outside the body through the excretion. Okay, that glucose entered in our body through the food, and that food get digested, and from where the glucose is being absorbed, okay, during the metabolic activity. Okay, and that energy which is produces in the form of ATP, which is going to utilize by the cell in order to perform all the life processes which are required to sustain life of an organism. Okay, beta.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now we are going to understand the types of respiration. Very important. So I want you all to take a screenshot for that part, then we are going to move further. Take a screenshot, everyone.
Taken, sir.
Okay, everyone done? Okay.
Sir,
So
can you go up, sir? 1 minute. I'll take a screenshot.
here in meaning of respiration,
Yes, sir.
done?
You can done, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the types of respiration. Okay. So on the basis of respiration which takes place in presence or absence of oxygen, we had two types of respiration. One is called aerobic respiration and another one is called anaerobic respiration. So first we are going to discuss about the aerobic respiration. Okay. So first we will discuss about aerobic respiration. We have already understood that in our previous class in basic part, is it? Okay, let discuss one more time. It is a type of cellular respiration. See, aerobic respiration is the type of cellular respiration that takes place in presence of oxygen. Very important point. The respiration which takes place in presence of oxygen to produce energy. Okay. It is the continuous process that takes place within the cell of animal as well as plant. Okay, this that aerobic respiration, which is the continuous process which takes place in the cell of living organism like plant and animal, because our body require continuous supply of energy in order to perform different functions, whether we are walking, we are sleeping, we are resting, whatever the activities we are performing. Okay, every activity require energy. While sleeping also, when we are sleeping, there is less amount of energy is required, but in order to perform circulation, respiration, okay, all these life processes required energy. They require energy, and that energy, okay, which is produced by the cell continuously. That's why this is the like a long going process, ongoing process, till suppose if all these life processes will stop functioning in the cell, then the person will become dead. Okay, that's why it is called as the continuous process that takes place within the cell of animals and plants. This process can be explained with the help of chemical equation that we have here. Okay, so here we have glucose, it is C6H12O6, which combines with oxygen, it produces ATP, energy in the form of ATP, then carbon dioxide and water molecules are released, and with energy which is released in the form of ATP. Okay, so here I am writing ATP. Okay, this is the process of aerobic respiration. Understood, beta?
Sir, can you re-explain?
See, we have glucose. Whatever the food that we eat from, which get digested by the various processes that we already learned in our nutrition part. Okay, and the final product which is called glucose, C6H12O6. Okay, it is the glucose. It is also called as energy providing nutrient. It is also called as energy providing nutrient because glucose is the full with energy. So when glucose going to react with oxygen, okay, that oxygen is supplied through our respiratory system, atmosphere to through the nostril, then lungs, and from lungs it is going to combines with hemoglobin part of the blood, and that blood going to supply oxygen to the individual cell. Okay, so by digestive by nutrition system glucose will come, and from the respiratory system oxygen will come, and both they are going to oxide like combine, means glucose will going to oxidize in presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide, okay, which is again releases out from the body, okay, through exhalation. And water molecule is also formed. Water molecule is also formed during the process, along with energy is released during the process, okay, and that energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, this is the process which takes place in aerobic respiration because oxygen is present here now, that's why. If oxygen is present during the respiration, then it is called as aerobic respiration.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
so animals and plants take in oxygen. Oxygen combines with glucose and then it gives energy for their body in ATP.
We can say it is not going to combine, but we can say it is going to react, or glucose
Yeah,
is going
react
to
with
get
glucose.
oxidized. Yes.
So and it will give energy in the form of ATP to the body. That's
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And that ATP is nothing but energy rich molecule. It is not energy. It is energy rich molecule that we have discussed yesterday, that ATP contain adenosine group and 3 phosphate bonds are present here. Phosphate bond. Phosphate 1, phosphate 2 and phosphate 3. That's why it is called as adenosine triphosphate. Okay. And once these phosphate bonds break one by one, that time energy is released. That's why ATP is called as instant energy rich molecule. It supplies instant energy to the cell whenever it is required. Okay. Understood, beta?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Now take a screenshot for aerobic respiration. Then we are going to move further. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are going to discuss about anaerobic respiration. So it is just opposite of the aerobic respiration. Okay, because aerobic respiration takes place in presence of oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration takes place, it is also a type of cellular respiration that takes place in absence of oxygen. See, absence of oxygen, that's why it is called as anaerobic respiration. Okay, and during the process also energy is released in the form of ATP. Okay, so you will have question then, why our body is not performing an aerobic respiration? Because we can live in presence or absence of water, because this aerobic and anaerobic process they can perform in our body. Then why we do require oxygen? Is it or not? That question is going to raise now, because if our body can perform aerobic as well as anaerobic respiration, then why there is a need of oxygen and people they are dying due to the lack of oxygen? Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
So the answer is that during the aerobic respiration, like more amount of energy is releases. Yes.
Sorry, but what was the question, sir?
The question
did you
is
ask?
the question was that, see, our body can perform aerobic as well as anaerobic respiration. Means the oxidation of glucose or the burning of glucose that takes place in presence or absence of oxygen both. Then why do we require oxygen? Is it, if our body can perform aerobic as well as anaerobic respiration, then why there is a need of oxygen in our body? This is the question. So the answer for that, in aerobic respiration, more amount of energy is releases as compared to the anaerobic respiration. Okay, the basic difference is that during the aerobic respiration, more amount of energy is releases as compared to the anaerobic respiration. Okay, and our body require more amount of energy. That's why aerobic respiration is only the solution which is going to fulfill the need of oxygen, no, and not the anaerobic respiration, because during the anaerobic respiration, alcohol is formed in our body along with the lactic acid, and when that lactic acid going to and alcohol is going to accumulate in our body will feel tired, and we will feel fatigue. Okay, so let's discuss about anaerobic respiration. So it is the type of cellular respiration. It is also the type of cellular respiration that takes place in absence of oxygen, okay, to produce energy. That's why it is called as anaerobic respiration. The chemical equation for the anaerobic respiration is, see, here we have glucose. That glucose is going to convert into alcohol, which is C2H5OH, okay, along with carbon dioxide, and energy is released during the process in the form of ATP. But less amount of energy means less ATP molecules are released during the anaerobic respiration, because incomplete oxidation of glucose takes place. Incomplete oxidation of glucose takes place here. Okay, from 6 carbon molecule atom, only 2 atoms they are going to form carbon dioxide, and other 4 carbon atom they are going to form the alcohol. Okay, means fully oxidation of glucose is not takes place in anaerobic respiration. That's why less amount of energy is releases. That's why our body had to perform aerobic respiration in order to fulfill the need of energy of our body. Okay, beta? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is all about aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay. So again, I want you to take a screenshot for together for aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Now take a screenshot. You will have one shot and both the process. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the phase of respiration in an organism.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, the reaction of anaerobic respiration,
Mhm.
glucose plus alcohol
No.
plus
No. See, alcohol is the product. Only the reactant is glucose.
oh yes. Glucose gives alcohol plus
Carbon dioxide.
carbon dioxide plus energy.
Energy.
ATP.
Yeah.
So these are the breakdown of glucose in anaerobic respiration
Yes.
in our body, right?
Yes. And when this alcohol will accumulate in our body, and due to that our nerve system functioning of the nerve system lowers. Our nerve system is not performing well during the presence of alcohol. That's why the people they used to drink liquor like alcoholic liquor, they they loses consciousness, and they even can't balance their body on their legs when they drink much then. Okay.
So sir, the alcohol which is already there in our body in this
Uh,
reaction, isn't that harmful?
See, our most of the body part or most of the cells of our body, they perform aerobic respiration, but only during exercise or we are working very hard. Then if there is a need of extra energy in our body, then generally our muscle cells and blood cells they perform an aerobic respiration in order to produce energy. Like if you are going to join the gym and you will perform continuously exercise for 1 to 2 hours, okay, that time, like if you are dumbling in order to make your biceps and triceps. Okay, that biceps and triceps muscles, they require more energy. Okay, so all other cells, they are, becomes very like all other like blood cells, they are going to supply oxygen and nutrition to that particular part only in order to produce energy. Okay, but what if then that whatever energy is needed for that particular part which is not get fulfilled, because rest our body part also require energy in order to stay alive. That's why the hand which is we are performing exercise, that muscles of that hand, they are going to perform anaerobic respiration, and during an aerobic respiration alcohol is formed, and then alcohol is get converted into lactic acid. Okay, and then that lactic acid get accumulate in our body, due to which we are feeling very tired after exercise. Okay, this is the process.
Understood, sir.
Okay,
Understood.
this is the process. Okay, so I want you to take I think you have already taken the screenshot now. So phase of respiration we are going to complete in our next session, in 20-minute session, because we have only 2-3 minutes left. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect, then we will have to rejoin in order to complete our next session. Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to disconnect and you all have to join within a minute.